Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yeah, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I posted on my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please like and subscribe to my channel. And you stay tuned for the videos that will be uploaded. In our previous video, we talked about requirements, prerequisite, need, important things you need while or when thinking of opening a fish farm. But this video we are going to talk about how we are going to go about in putting those things to use. That's the requirement. After having the requirement, what next? This video is going to tell you what next after having the requirements you need for opening a fish farm. First of all, after acquiring your land, you would want to develop it. The first thing you need to do as a fish person, after taking the topography of your land, that's mapping out your land, giving it a stretch, the next thing you're supposed to do or you are expected to do is to sketch your ponds. Yeah, if you're using concrete tanks, you have to sketch your pond, build up your ponds. If you're digging or excavating FM ponds, you have to excavate your pond according to the desired size. And the standard size is 4 by 3 by 1.5, the size of a fish pond. What next you have to do is to fertilize your pond. After you may have excavated your pond or you have dug out your pond, you have erected your concrete tanks, you have bought your trampoline if you need to buy a trampoline. The next thing you have to do is to fertilize the pond. In the case of concrete tank, fertilization is only meant for concrete tank. If you're not using concrete tank, you don't need to fertilize. You can fertilize your earthen ponds too. But most importantly, fertilization is very, 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 very paramount in concrete tanks because it's concrete. Yeah, it's cement. You won't want to introduce your fish in the cement, in the concrete like that, because those chemicals in the cement will affect your fish. So you would need to fertilize to make the environment conducive for the fish that you're introducing to be able to survive. What do I mean by fertilization? We have several methods, we have several fertilizers to use. You can use NPK, but it's not advisable if you're not a professional. So the most common fertilizer that I would recommend you use is the poultry droppings. Poultry droppings or cow dung, they are very, very nutritious when it comes to fertilization. You can use cassava stem to fertilize your concrete tank. So when I talk about poultry droppings, it's for you to just get your poultry droppings, tie it in a sack, drop it at a corner in your pond, allow it for some days, like 2 weeks or 1 week or 5 days. Depends on the sack you're using. Make sure your sack is a little bit loose in a way that water will get into the poultry droppings and it will create maggot. If you leave that sack on your tank for some period of time, you will discover that maggots are coming out of the sack, and then your water will be greenish in color. Yeah, if your water is greenish in color, that means your pond is already fertilized. Let it not be very, very greenish. If it is very, very greenish, it will lead to depletion of oxygen. That is, the algae bloom will be much in your water, so you wouldn't want it to be very, very greenish. Yeah, so before you think of fertilizing your pond, you are expected to impound water to the basement of your concrete tank to a particular certain level. The height, the 1.5 I mentioned earlier on the size of the pond is for the height. So your water level should be at 1 meter. That is at your nozzle. Yeah, either at your novel, at your waist. That's where your water level should be. That's where your water level is expected to be. Yeah. So you impound your water and allow it for 48 hours. 48 hours. In the case of concrete tank, I'm talking about concrete tank. Impound your water and allow it for 48 hours before you rinse your tank. You rinse it and you impound a new water before you apply the fertilization method, the cow drug, the poultry dropping I mentioned earlier in your pond. You fertilize your pond and then your pond is ready for stocking. You either buy juvenile or you breed your fish. But as a beginner who is not a fishery scientist, I would advise you buy your juvenile in a reputable farm. Yes, guys, you don't just buy any juvenile. You can buy a juvenile that at 3 months it will be giving you stocked growth. Like your fish will not be growing, guys. So you want to buy your juvenile at a reputable fish farm. You want to buy fast growing juvenile. I have some plugs. If you want to buy your juvenile, you can contact me. I have people who sell juvenile. If you want to breed your fish, you can also contact me. If I am available, I'll be at your service. Yeah, because your girl is busy. Yeah, so for the case of earthen pond, after excavating your pond, after doing your embankment, after making sure little details like you embank the pond very well, then you impound your water on the earthen pond. You allow it for some time to settle down. The water should settle for 48 hours, 24 hours before you introduce your fish to it. After introducing your fish, you start feeding. If your fish was transported, if you're bringing your fish from another state, you would want to condition your fish. Conditioning of fish means you're allowing it to settle, you're allowing it to adapt to the new environment. You condition your fish with your farm water, and then the water you buy them from, the water you're bringing them from will be directly proportional to the water you have in your farm. The water will be 50-50. Yeah, you reduce the water you bring to and then add up your own farm water. So your water will be 50-50. You condition them for at least 24 hours before stocking. Then you stock your fish and then you start feeding. Yeah. So these are the procedures you need when you have your land, you do your concrete tank, and then you impound your fish. You impound your pond with the fish. Yeah. So up next, after impounding your pond with the fish, the next thing you're supposed to do is to start feeding. So for juvenile of 2 months, I would recommend you start feeding them with 2 mm of any feed of your choice. Yeah, I don't know the feed you have in your location, but then any feed of your choice. Make sure that the feed is good. It has all the ingredients that you need. If you need a choice of feed to start with your fish with, you can as well comment under the comment section. So you start your feeding with 2 mm before you graduate to 3 mm, 4 mm, and then depends on how they are responding to good. Yeah. So talking about the labor you need, that is the people, the manpower you need. You will need staffs to help you in doing that. Fisheries business is not like any other business. It is money, so it requires money for the startup. You don't start fish business just like that. You don't start fish business with nothing. Yeah, because you're going into money, so you're supposed to come with your own money too. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to start up your fish farm, you can contact me. You can ask me for questions. You can ask questions where you need clarity. If this video is too brief for you, you can DM me and ask me questions on fisheries business. This is just the first aspect of it. Follow me for more videos on how to go about with your fisheries business. I have a lot to talk about. Let's meet in my next video. Thank you. I love you guys.